Okay, everything else is up to Delta and Cass. So we are going to start in Felion and just head straight for the Neo France. I was afraid to come in here for a walk because I didn't know if I would trigger a cutscene simply by walking in, but nope, that's not the case. All we have to do is talk and craft. And talk and craft. And talk and craft. And talk and craft. I got an amazing recipe I made all on my own. Why do I feel worried? It's not something like a day in Dave's kitchen, is it? No. Well, that sounds pretty fun. Better jot it down. You can count on that being made at some point. Anyway, take a look at this right here. International Diplomatic Relations Anniversary. The IDRA. Who, what, when now? Well, think about it. We settled our differences with the Charl, right? So I thought it best we take advantage of our current affairs, right? I think it missed the window by quite a bit. An anniversary campaign. Other shops have had theirs for a while now, and some are even over. Of course, I know that. But I was a little busy back then. I didn't have enough time to come up with a cool recipe. Does this mean you were actually fulfilling your role as Empress? Honestly, I didn't really care. If only I could hire some part-timers to take over those responsibilities. So, you don't want to hire help for the restaurant, but you do want to hire someone to play Empress? I think there's demand for it, though. You're in charge of the Empire for a day. That's pretty catchy. I think I'd apply if I saw that ad. Don't be ridiculous. Nay, stop taking notes! But at the very least, I should think about having a body double or a puppet of some sort. Alright, let's see what we can make here. I should have enough of pretty much everything, except for the stuff you cannot buy directly, but I'll build up plenty of those off camera, so I need an expanding happy soda. You know what? Let's just try to make 5 of everything we need for extra ingredients. That'll save us a little bit of time later. But only 1 of the new ones. You know, this follows back to something we made in Artanelico 2. The armor made of food. This is the real emergency food right here. Could this be? From your response, it looks like you know what to do with this. Besides the obvious, this thing is edible, right? Exactly. This bra is crispy and edible. I call it the dietary fiber bra. By the way, I made it all texture and no flavor, so that you could taste the wearer instead. I don't see any possible use for that. At the very least, I would never. Wait, you aren't going to wear it? What? Wow, you're into things like this, Delta? Really? Yeah, I mean this thing would be useful for survival. If you run out of food, you could use this as a last resort emergency ration. Delta, you really are a kid. It's only natural for me to be excited by survival stuff. Oh, by the way, it would be great if there were panties, too. Cass could eat the top, and I could eat the bottom. Just wear it yourself, idiot. Oh, well, can't even, yeah, that's the final recipe. We won't get to that for quite a while. Raymo, is that you? Yeah, this is perfect! The quality is just perfect! This is kind of dangerous, isn't it? Why are you asking such an obvious question? This is clearly dangerous. There's nothing to worry about. It's not like I created this item to make fun of Cannon. No, you're clearly making fun of her. And even if you weren't, she would definitely flip out if she saw it. It's Cannon sticking out of Cannon's mouth. Is this supposed to be some sort of pun? Ding ding ding, you're right on the money. Wouldn't anybody imagine this when they hear the name Cannon? I never did before seeing this. Same. I'm pretty sure it's normal to think of this. Regardless, this is bad. I imagine having a cannon imagine having a cannon sticking out of Cannon's mouth is bad for her image. It's not like the cannon is operational. If I wanted that, I'd make a normal cannon. Why would I go through the trouble of making a bust out of Cannon? Well then, I'd like to know why you needed to have a cannon sticking out of Cannon's mouth. Because I needed a device to fire something out of her mouth. Her lectures, go! Be silent, insolent one. Yeah, it's working just fine. This is a huge success. This is Cannon to Cannon. It's filled with Cannon's preachy speeches. It'll probably be a one-hit wonder, but I'm sure it'll sell. We seriously can't let Cannon see this. She might end up invading his place herself. Yeah, although Nay really is the one at fault here. I really want to send this to Cannon. I can totally picture her busting into the shop, her face bright red. Don't say it, okay? Seriously, you wouldn't be able to undo something like that. Actually, I remember this being a pretty good item. Yeah, it's basically better than the bear. And there's one item I want to keep an eye on for its usefulness in battle for the bonus boss fight. If I haven't made it yet, but I don't think I have. So, okay, Manju're RNA. Okay, we need to make another Twister lunch. Zippy fast because we want more than one of those. And It makes 6, that way I'll end up with 5 at the end. Yummy! I'm not gonna lie, that does look good. I have to confess, there are times when I question Nate's sanity. Okay, I need to remember, that's the thumbnail image. It's not just you, I feel that way too. Especially now. What a coincidence. Were you always people who will commonly say such rude things? I don't remember the past. Besides, the person who sees my shop has no right to say that. I'm questioning if you always were the type of person to make weird things like this. Looking back, I always thought of you as a reliable older sister type of person. Well, that makes me happy. You can call me sister if you want, you know. After seeing you make something like this, I can't. Why did you decide to put a bun on top of a foundation anyway? Well, long story. But I thought I'd just make a bun as a symbol of friendship between Gunarm and humans. A bun as a symbol of friendship? Buns are really good, right? They have red and white buns for celebrations, for example. They also have buns for funerals. Let's just put the details aside. Anyway, I ended up with this ghetto moomin bun. She's just ignoring the inconvenient details. Yeah, but I'm wondering exactly how that turned out as RNA. I made this ghetto moomin bun while thinking of health, so it's really good for you. That's why I thought if I used it as a component for RNA, it could also have a good effect. And I turned out to be right, as always. This will definitely be useful. Hope you're excited. Cass, what do you think? I see now why when humans experience things beyond their understanding, they can't think of anything. Alright, that should do everything for that set. Let's... Oh, survival viewpoint, the size is... Yep, this should unlock most, if not all, the rest of the talk topics for this pair. Okay. So that goes on Cass. So get an old Moomin Bun. Ooh, that is a nice boost. Item count +1 too. Let's see how well it compares to everything else, but it'll probably release the amoeba RNA easily. Yep. So that was definitely worth making. Okay, just for the record, what did you receive? Because I definitely want to buy what I can, as long as I have the money for it. Anyway, moving on. Sorry to make you help out today, too. Don't mention it. It's not like you had a ton of customers or anything, right? That hurts. I'm just doing better than you ever did, just for the record. Yeah. You got some regulars and you're earning steady income. I admit it. As long as we're clear. Because you're so understanding. Here's a nice tea on the house. Well, in that case, we should wait for Cass to return from her duties. Am I right? Yeah, you are. What's the matter? Why are you staring? No, I was just thinking to myself, who would be able to guess? When you're here, you don't even give off the slightest hint that you're an empress. You're putting me on a pedestal. I'm the same, just in a different dress and different act. Figures. But you know, I think it looks like you're having so much more fun than when you're playing empress. Hey, Delta, are you looking out for me? Maybe, just a little bit. You're so straightforward and honest with yourself. I thought you had no worries. But when you told me you were jealous of us, it got me thinking. All that. I really shouldn't have mentioned it. I'm sure it was rather unsightly for an omnipotent beauty like myself to show a darker side. Well, it was a little out of character, I'll admit. But I'm glad I know it now, how you really feel deep down. I'm serious about the secret, you know? If you just tell just one soul, I'll drag you around town, naked. Just kill me! And the way you try to deflect the conversation, you really don't want to talk about this, do you? Well, look who's starting to pick up on clues. Color me surprised. You know, I'm actually a little angry and sad at myself for not noticing sooner. Really, don't worry about it. But no more buts. You don't need to worry about it, okay? Remember, I know what I signed up for when I chose to be the Empress. The restrictions, the commitment. So watching you worry for me like that, there's really nothing I can do but shrug and laugh. Sorry. That's exactly what you don't need to do. Seriously! You might be trying to lift my spirits or whatever, but I'm doing fine on my own, okay? Ever since I took over this restaurant, I can't believe how much fun I'm having every day. I can't recall ever having this much fun as Empress, you know? Really? Truth, the whole truth, and nothing but. Really, I'm having so much fun. That's why I don't want to see you feel guilty or bad for me or anything. I'm not the type that gets all giddy because a younger boy worries for me. You know that. Yeah, you're you after all. Exactly. Classy, beautiful, cute, yet homey. Popular and happens to rock a nice body. Yeah, you just took that too far. You don't have to hold back in front of me. But really, I'm surprised. You, little Turbo, and now you think you have the right to worry about me? Turbo, huh? You might have forgotten already, but I've been looking after you since you were this big, you know. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's a lie. So he figures it out. But it's true, I knew you from when people still called you Turbo. Suddenly, you feel like the neighborhood mother figure. I think I think what you mean is the sexy girl next door. Yeah. Keep telling yourself that. Hey, Delta, would you mind kneeling down for a second? Huh? Why? Come on, just do it. Okay, like this? Hey, what are you trying to... Yeah! And a kick to the face. Ah! Damn, you become quite the man. Big Sis Nay's always real kind, you know. I'll even pat you on the head. Like this! Stop treating me like such a kid! God, this is far beyond petting. Frickin's getting hot! That shows you how happy I am. Why, you little... I'm gonna go bald! Ah, it burns! Now then. That was so satisfying. I don't know if I've ever seen your head like that. Rough. Yeah, if you keep this up, I'm definitely going bald. Oh, stop exaggerating. But really, I'm glad I know how you feel. Makes me happy. I mean, I guess it's like the truth that you have to hide from the public, right? I didn't think anyone would ever notice. Nay. Well, anyway, we need to enjoy ourselves right now. Don't regret how you spent your youth. So enough with the sob story. Cass is coming back soon, so get up! Up! He was already up. Alright, well, we should get a recipe card from this one. You've been staring at the menu for a while now. Don't tell me you're hungry? No, I was just thinking how we've added so many items to the menu since we started this restaurant. Well, I sure hope so. I've been making a ton of recipes. Though, I'm not too sure about all this crap that's on the menu. It's that playful atmosphere I'm so known for, don't you agree? What about the people who ordered accidentally? They should be glad that they even have a menu, unlike when you ran the store. It's not about quantity. I serve one dish per day. Perhaps you should have considered a classier menu, one that children and adults could both enjoy. My chazan can be enjoyed by people of all ages. Maybe if it were normal fried rice, but I would be hard-pressed to call it that. Also, it lacks class. Class, huh? Hey, we might actually be able to do that. Huh? Really? Yeah, the store I used to work at when I was still a dancer. They had lots of dishes like that. Everyone from the dandies to the geeks. There was no shortage of adults there. Wait, are you suggesting we steal another restaurant's menu? We're just using it for reference, and it was so long ago I'd forgotten how it looks and tastes. Anyway, I'm going to try and make a recipe from some of the dishes, though I can barely remember them. You seem to be moving pretty fast for something you can barely remember. I'm just writing down listing items I think might have been used, right, based on the way it looked. Wait a sec, you can't come up with... Just can't come up with a recipe like that. Alright, done. Classy reform. Already? Shouldn't you spend a little more time to think this over? Spending time or not, stuff that tastes good, and stuff that is fancy. Simple, right? Coming from the person who spends all day coming up with something that sucks. You lack persuasion. Yeah, even the name is trying too hard. Classy reform? That sounds more like cause for concern. Well, you'll just have to see how it goes. Alright, stylish drink. Fortunately, we've got plenty of ingredients. It looks normal. Ah, this stinks. This is pretty strong alcohol, isn't it? That's right, it's tequila after all. You've never had it before? I know the name. Oh, that seriously does stink. Did you really drink this? Yeah, you're such kids, Delta. That isn't something you should be saying, you know. Tequila is a man's drink. A man's drink. Yeah, this brings me back. When I was a dancer, there was a dandy gentleman who always ordered tequila. There was a seat in the corner of the shop, and he'd always sit there alone. Oh, just sitting in the corner of a shop sounds super cool. So you're saying he was an old guy who always sat there staring at dancers. Stop it! You're making him sound like a perverted old man! So you said this man was always drinking tequila? Yeah, he would drink it in a super cool way. He'd mix the tequila with club soda, cover the glass with his hand, and bang the glass against the table. That sounds like it would be a nuisance to other people. That moment, the club soda and tequila would mix and foam up, and he'd drink it down in one gulp. Awesome! I've never heard of drinking like that! It's shotgun style. Yeah, that's how a man needs to do it. Anyway, I've also prepared a glass and some club soda. What do you want to do, kid? Of course I'll drink it. A man needs to drink tequila. Now wait, Delta, stop it! Don't complain if you get drunk. No, he'll be fine. This drink only has the smell and flavor of tequila. It doesn't have a single drop of alcohol. What? It would be bad if there was alcohol, right? You can't go charging into battle totally wasted. This is a new type of tequila that just gives you the feeling of drinking alcohol. I call it radical tequila. You should give it a try too, Cass. Thanks for the explanation. So, would you mind explaining that? I think drinking 3 glasses at once is a little too much. He's just drunk off the coolness and his own delusions. How uncool. Oh, I want to do more drunk Delta. Alright, next. Pretty Crystal. Well, we have Super Alloy Avatar at least. Maybe I didn't make it right. Huh, why do you say that? It's such a pretty gemstone. This isn't an ordinary gemstone. It's supposed to bring back memories. Does that mean it could bring back my memories? That's what I thought, but it looks like it's a failure. Here, try holding it. Okay, like this? So, feel anything? Do you feel like your memories are welling up inside of you or something? No, I don't. Still can't remember anything. I see. Maybe this isn't enough to draw out the effect of the gem. It's true that this gem has that effect, right? Yeah, I guarantee that. So, but I don't know how to make it work, so it doesn't have much point at the moment. Well, you can have it, so maybe you can get help from someone who knows more about it. She's avoiding responsibility. But this is still a step forward. I hope your memories come back soon. Now, don't we already know he'll get them back after he disconnects from Manju're? Alright, just need 2 of these. I like that name already, though. Aquarium Bios, it should look good. Not bad. I like the ring toss one more, though. How so pretty! These are tropical fish, right? Yep, I carefully selected smaller, pretty ones to put in there. So we finally come to a point of turning a TX Bios into a goldfish bowl. Could you at least say an aquarium? It's rude to the tropical fish. Aren't they just fish anyway? It's true that they're all fish, but different types require different methods of care. So you're saying that it's normal to raise tropical fish in the TX Bios? No way, you need a proper aquarium, a heater to maintain temperature, and an air pump at least. Wait, this TX Bios doesn't have any of that! Nay, these tropical fish are gonna die! Yeah, just calm down. I've already taken measures for that. Those fish will live very pleasant lives. Ignoring the aquarium part, they'll be fine without a heater or air pump? The TX Bios already has both those functions. If it didn't, I wouldn't bother making it. Why would you make something like this in the first place? This isn't normal. Well, I know you two are having to fight every day, so I just wanted to help you soothe you a little. You know, how just looking at tropical fish has a soothing effect, right? Is that true? At the very least, it soothes me. When I look at cute, pretty tropical fish swimming around, it makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Didn't know. This TX Bios lets you experience that feeling of comfort. I call it the aquarium light. It radiates light in reaction to song magic, so it should make the fish look even prettier than they are now. Huh? Why is it lit up now then? I'm running power through it so you can see it. You won't see anything inside once I give it to you. Oh, so I won't get to see these fish until I sing in battle. Huh. What's wrong? Now, wait a second. If it only lights up in reaction to song magic, we can only see this in the middle of battle. Yeah, it would be a nuisance to other guests if you started using song magic in an inn. That's not what I mean. Is there any point to a soothing effect like this in the middle of a fight? Combat is when you're the most worked up, right? I was just thinking that being soothed when you're worked up would be the best. In exchange for being soothed, you'd end up with a major injury. Besides, the fact that I have to sing to make it light up means I can't relax while looking at it. Well, let's see how it fares compared to... compared to what else we got. So, TX Bios, Aquarium Light, Burst Bonus level 1. Wow! For something... For something made so late in the game, I'm actually surprised it doesn't have such good stats. Well, we just don't have to equip it. Alright, what did you... Yeah, so Radical Tequila. Let's just buy 5 for now, since I'm running out of money. Moving on.